Hello, Rebecca. How are you today?
Hi, teacher. Good night.
Good
I'm okay.
night. Okay, that's really good. How was your day? Was it interesting,
Um,
boring, tiring? How was it?
was some interesting because I have some new work, but was but I like it.
Okay, well, that's the most important thing I consider. Well, you mentioned that you had new work. So what was the new work about?
I'm working in actually in the same place, but I have a new position,
Yes, okay, a new position. What is the
and I'm right now I'm making like a I don't know how do you say manuales de procesos.
procedures manuals? Let me write it on the
Okay,
chat.
okay.
Procedures manuals.
I'm doing, I'm creating the procedures manuals because the place where I'm working is a big company, but they haven't.
They don't have a procedure manual.
Yes.
So now
So
you are creating that manual.
yes, because
Okay.
because like let me because they haven't don't have the procedures manuals. They have some problems uh, mm, frequently,
Okay. Well,
and the idea
uh,
is creating because for um, try to don't have problems.
okay. Well, that's a good actually that's a good practice. I'm really happy that at least in the place you work, they have that manual because in some cases it's well, most of the time it's really useful and also it's really important because of as you mentioned, they have some problems because they don't have it. So as they identify they have problems, so it's a good practice they can start doing. So pretty good, Rebecca. I'm really happy to know about, well, to know that things in your place of work it's are going well. Thank you for sharing with us.
Thank you, teacher.
You're welcome. And well, Yesenia is here. So hello, Yesenia. How are you today?
Hi, teacher. I'm fine. You?
I am doing great. Thank you for asking. Welcome to our class. Tell me, how was your day? Was it interesting, tiring, exciting? How was it?
Tired and I'm sick.
You're
Um,
sick. Oh, I'm really sorry. What do you have?
um, the, I don't remember how do you say toast or
Oh,
flu. I don't know.
oh, tos is cough. Cough.
Cough. Yeah.
Okay. Y gripe, cold. Oh, yeah. So I can listen to you. So you have cough. You have cough. I'm really sorry,
Uh,
Yesenia. But thank you for being here practicing. Okay. I hope you can practice and well, you can enjoy the class. Thank you for being here.
thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Hello, Marilyn. How are you today?
Hello, teacher. I'm
How?
fine, and you?
Nice. I am doing great today. Thank you for asking. How was your day? Was it interesting, tiring? How was it?
Interesting, teacher.
Okay, that's nice. Very good. Well, thank you for being here, Marilyn, Rebecca, and Yesenia. It's time to start with our class, and I am so happy to tell you that today we have to practice. Remember that during the week, during the week, everybody, we were practicing the request. On Monday and Tuesday, we practiced the request, how to make a request, and we use some structures. For example, we use would, could, and can. On the other hand, we also, yesterday, we learned how to use would you mind and do you mind, okay? So everybody, please pay attention to our class, try to participate and practice, and then we are going to move to the next activity. So right now, to start the class, let me share with you our first activity, okay? It will be kind of fast, okay? Making requests in the classroom. As you remember, we were practicing how to make requests using could, would, and can. And when we make requests, remember that we are talking about asking someone to do something or ask someone to help us in something. So tell me, what are the requests that you think that we can create, okay? What about you, Rebecca? What requests can we create in the classroom, at least in this class?
Could you repeat the instructions?
Ah, very good. Could you help me with instruction? Oh, sorry, could you repeat, right?
Repeat? Yes.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Could you repeat the instructions, please? Nice, that's a good example, okay? Could you repeat the instructions, please? Well, in some cases, guys, we have to use that question, so very good. What about you, Yesenia? What examples can you tell me? Hello, Yesenia.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, tell me an example.
I'm thinking.
Okay, so you can think about it
Okay.
right now. Okay, what about you, Marilyn? Do you have any example of a request?
Could you tell me the answers?
Okay, yeah, it's possible. Could you tell me the answers? Could you tell me the answers? In some cases, guys, when we are practicing, so after the practice, if we make a mistake, so we need to know the answers, it's a good request. Could you tell me the answers, please? Okay. Any other example, guys?
Maybe can you give me a pencil, please?
Okay, can you give me a pencil? Yes, it's possible. Well, in this classroom, of course not, because we are in different places. But if you are in an on-site classroom or in a person-to-person classroom, you know that it's possible, okay? Well done. Well, we have 3 examples. Are there any other example that we can use? What do you think? Are there more examples?
Uh, would you work with me the homework?
Okay,
Will you yes? Will you work with me the homework? Or
okay. Would you do the homework with me? It's better, I consider. Okay, so very good. Well, those are great examples. So could you repeat the instructions, please? Could you tell me the answers, please? Can you give me a pencil, please? Would you do the homework with me, or would you help me with the homework, please? Remember, guys, in some cases, at least on the WhatsApp group, guys, I have seen that there are some practices. Let me check today if we have any activity. Well, in some cases, guys, we have problems with some activities. Yesterday, let's see. Now, on Monday, guys, Kevin asked about one activity. So in that case, as you can see, we use Spanish, and that's not correct, guys, because we are in English classes. So remember, guys, at least on the WhatsApp group and over here in the class, guys, try to practice your English. Don't say in Spanish the things that you need. Try to ask in English. Try to practice your English. For example, could you help me with the homework? Could you tell me what's the correct example, please? Okay, so we can use different questions, guys, to make requests. And that will be our activity for today. So everybody, let's remember the main structures of requests that we use. Please, Yesenia, help me reading the green structure. Okay, green, okay?
Okay, teacher. Uh, wool, cool, can.
Uh-huh.
Wool, subject, plus verb, plus complement, mark question mark.
Very good. Okay.
Cool.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for interrupting. Okay, as you can see, we have the three modal verbs for request. Okay, they are used. Okay, they are used in the same way. We use the modal verb, then we use the subject, the verb in base form, and then we use the complement. Let's remember one of your examples. Let me see. Okay, we have these examples. I will move them a little bit. Okay, as you can see, we use the same structures for the three modal verbs, could, can, and would. After the modal verb, we use the subject. As you can see in the questions, we use you. And after that, everybody, we use a verb. Repeat, tell, give, or do, okay? After that, we can create or we can write the complement. And in some cases, guys, it's possible to use please to make it more formal or more polite, okay? We can use please to make it more polite, okay? Those are, guys, the structures that we use. These are the general structures that we use at the moment of making requests. Then we have other structures to make a request. Can you help me with the yellow square, Rebecca?
Okay. When we use would you mind or do you mind, we can add the verb, the gerund, the verb with ing. And we can use would you mind if plus the simple past and question mark, or do you mind if plus the simple present and question mark.
Okay, very good. So as you can see in this structure, there are two different kind of structures. The first one is when we use the verb in ing. Remember, would you mind? Then we use a verb in ing. Or do you mind? And then we use the verb also in ing. Okay, Marilyn, can you tell me one example using would you mind and do you mind?
Do you mind if I take
So
some
remember, right now, no if, without if.
pictures?
Would you mind? The verb in ing?
Would you mind taking some picture with me?
Ah, very good. Okay. Would you mind taking some pictures with me? If you see your favorite actor or actress, you can ask that question. Really good. Okay. So as you can see, would you mind? And then we use ing form, okay? Taking. Okay, but this is everybody when we don't use if, okay? Let's pay attention to the structures of if. Would you mind if we use simple past? I will create that example to help you guys. For example, would you mind if I took, oh, if we took, I'm sorry, I will take the same example that you told me. Would you mind if we took some pictures together? Some pictures together. So as you can see, we create this kind of questions, or we use a simple past, not because the example or the activity is in past, but we use simple past because it is an uncertain situation. It's something we are not sure is going to happen, okay? But if we use do you mind if, we have more possibilities that the thing we need is going to happen, okay? Please, Rebecca, can you help me writing or creating the example, this example using do you mind if?
Do you mind if take some pictures with me?
Okay, if take pictures with me. If who? If I take some pictures with me, if you take some pictures with me. So what is the subject?
If I
If
no,
I take pictures with me?
or if I take some pictures with you.
Ah, much better. So if I take some pictures with you, pretty good. I like it. So as you can see, we create the question, the first question in different ways. The only thing that changed, guys, is the structure. If we use ing or if we have to use simple past or simple present. Remember, if we are not using if, ing. But if we use if, remember, would, simple past. Do you, simple present. Okay? Let's remember these structures, guys, because today we have to practice. And in this moment, everybody, we are going to select or choose the correct form of the modals. Please pay attention to our activity, everybody, and tell me what is the correct form. Look at the instructions. Choose the most appropriate answer for expressing the idea specified in parentheses. Okay, look at the parentheses. It says formal polite request. What is a modal that we use according to the structure? What is the right structure that we can use for this for this examples? Okay, my first volunteer is going to be Yesenia. Okay, Yesenia, tell me what is the correct answer number one.
Eh, mm, can I speak to Mr. Smith, please?
Okay, is Ken polite?
No, teacher.
Aha. So what is the polite, the formal and polite request that we have?
It could be would.
Would. Okay. Would I speak to Mr. Smith, please? Okay. That's a good one. Thank you. Now, Madeline, help me with number two. A polite request. Okay. Madeline?
Couldn't
Okay. Read the
or
complete.
could you
Ah,
open the windows, please?
it's hot in here. Okay, that's better. I like it. What about number 3? Let's see. Okay, help me please, Rebecca. What do you think is number 3?
Would you mind buying 2
Loves. Uh-huh.
loaves of bread on your way home?
Okay, very good job. It was a great answer. I really like it. So let's see. Let's continue with number 4. Please tell me what's the correct one, Marilyn?
Would you mind if I borrow it?
Okay, if I borrowed. So in past,
Yes, teacher.
okay. Would you mind if I borrowed your dictionary for an hour or so? Okay, very good. Let's move to Yesenia. Yesenia, what's number 5?
Um, would you mind if I would would you mind if I would come to your party? The number 3.
Okay, would you mind if I wouldn't come to your party? Okay, that's a nice effort. We will check in a moment. Number 6, Rebecca, what do you think?
6. Mr. Reading, could you lend me $200 till next week, please?
Very good, that's a good one. Okay, Miss Reading, I'm sorry, could you lend me $200 till next week, please? Nice job. Okay, thank you, Rebecca. Pretty good. Yesenia, what's number 7?
Uh, would you mind not smoking here? I have a headache.
Okay, not smoking. Very good. What about number 8, Rebecca?
Um, Betty, can you help me with this grammar exercise, please?
Nice. Okay, an informal request. Can you? Good job. Okay. Marilyn, what's number 9? What do you think?
Could I use your cell phone, please? Sorry, you couldn't.
You couldn't? Nice. And okay, we have the last one. Could I stay here for a while? Yes, you. What do you think is the right answer? Okay, we will check your, what do you think about it? Rebecca, what is the right answer? What do you think? Could, can, will, or must? Repeat again, Rebecca.
Yes, you could. Yes,
Yes,
you
you
could.
could. Okay, what about you, Yesenia? What do you think? Could, can, will, or must?
I think it's good.
Could. And what about you, Marilyn?
Could?
Could. Okay, so we will check could. Okay, guys, pay attention to these answers and then we continue. My gosh. Okay, we have four mistakes, everybody. Let's pay attention to it, okay? May I speak to Mr. Smith, please? Well, in this case, guys, remember that we didn't study the use of may. However, may, it's a little bit more formal, okay? But it's not very common, okay? That's why we didn't study, so there is no problem with this. But then we have this one, guys. We did study this topic. Remember that, would you mind if after if everybody, we have to use simple what? Present or past? Hello.
Simple past.
Simple past. So we have to use if I didn't come, okay? Not wouldn't, because we repeat would twice, and that's not correct. Then everybody, number 9 and 10, they have the same mistake, that we use couldn't and could. This is something confusing, guys, but let's think about this, okay? Everybody, we use can't and can because the situation is in present, not in past. Even though in the request, everybody, they are using could with past, the answer is in present. So we will continue using can, okay? Or in negative, can't. That's the main thing, guys. We did a great job. I consider that the things that we practiced during the class, we have done an amazing work. So please, guys, continue working on it, continue practicing, and let's move to our next part. Okay, everybody, let me show you what is our next activity. In this moment, guys, we will have a listening practice. Listen to the audio and put the task in order of priority. Use numbers from 1 to 4. We will listen, guys, to a conversation right now between a boss and a worker, and they will mention some activities the worker has to do. Everybody, please, you have to write a number to each of these activities, which is more important and which is less important. For example, guys, I don't remember the order, guys, but maybe, I don't know, this is activity number 1, so this is the most important activity. This is more important than the others. Then everybody, maybe the second activity is reserve a meeting room. I don't remember, guys. Actually, I don't remember, but maybe this is the second thing that it's important. Then number 3 and number 4. I don't remember, guys, if this is the correct order. But at least everybody, okay, we know that number 1 is the most important activity and number 4 is the least important. Okay, everybody? Do you have any question about this?
No, teacher.
No. Okay. Please listen to the audio and then write a number to each of the activities, from the most important to the less important, the least important, I'm sorry. Okay, everybody, let's see. Let me know if you can listen.
This recording is from the British Council.
Can you listen?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Pay attention to the conversation, then we check.
Hi, Mario. Can you help me prepare some things for the next month?
Okay, sure. What can I help you with?
I need to visit the customer in Germany. It's important.
What can I do to help?
Can you send an email to the customer? Ask them when I can visit them next week. Please do this fast. It's a priority and very urgent.
Right, I'll do it today.
Thanks. This next task is also important. Can you invite everyone to the next team meeting?
Yes, I will.
But first, you need to book a meeting room. After that, please send everyone an email about it.
Yes, of course.
And finally, can you write a short report about our new project? I have to give a presentation to our managers next month. Please do it when you have time. Sometime in the next 2 or 3 weeks. It's not too urgent.
Sure, no problem. I can do it this week.
There is no hurry. Take your time.
This recording is from the British Council.
Okay, we finished listening to the audio and I have a question. Did you check what is the correct order for the activities?
Maybe visit the customer is the number one.
Okay, visit the, well, do you think Yesenia? Let me see, I will write your letters. So let me see, Yesenia, also Rebecca, and also Marilyn. Okay, so we will have the 3 letters. I want to listen to your answers individually. Let's see, Yesenia. What do you think is answer number 1?
Visit the customer.
Okay, visit the customer is number 1. Let's check. Okay, number 1. And Rebecca, what do you think is number 1?
Visit the customer.
Visit the customer. And Marilyn, what's number 1? If you have different answers, guys, there is no problem, okay?
Visit the customer.
Visit the customer. Okay, nice. Very good. What about number 2? Marilyn, what's number 2?
Send an email to customer.
Okay, send an email. Marilyn, very good. What about you, Yesenia? What's number 2?
The same.
The same?
Yes.
Okay, and what is number 3, Yesenia?
Invite people to the meeting.
Okay, nice. What about you, Rebecca? First of all, what's number 2?
I think send an email to the customer.
Number 2. And number 3?
Invite people to the meeting.
Okay, and what about you, Marilyn? Do you have the same as Yesenia and Rebecca?
Invited people to meeting.
Number 3.
Mhm.
Okay, and number 4 is the same. Reserve a meeting room. Okay. Okay, very good. In this moment, guys, we are going to read the conversation. Let me move your answers. I will move your answers together. So let's see. Well, the 3 of you have the same answers. Yesenia, Rebecca, and Marilyn. You have the following order. Give me a second. You have 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay. Let's check together if these are the right answers. Give me a second. Okay, I will eliminate the numbers. Okay, now everybody, let's check the conversation. Okay, we have Susan and Mario. Okay, they have a very special accent, guys. And so let's see. Hi, Mario, can you help me prepare some things for next month? Okay, sure. What can I help you with? I need to visit the customer in Germany. It's important. What can I do to help? Can you send an email to the customer? Ask them when I can visit them next week. Please do this first. It's a priority and very urgent. So tell me, guys, now that we checked the first 2 activities, what do you think what do you think are the important activities? Or which activity is more important? Visit the customer or send an email?
Send an email.
Very good. The first activity, guys, is send an email. Okay, that will be the first activity because it's urgent. She mentioned that the activity is urgent. That's why this is the first activity. Okay, we will continue, guys. Then we have, right, I'll do it today. I'll do it today. Thanks. This next task is also important. Can you invite everyone to the next team meeting? Yes, I will. But first, you need to book a meeting room. After that, please send everyone an email about it. Yes, of course. Okay, what do you think is the second activity? Visit the customer or invite people to the, sorry, or book the meeting room.
Book a meeting room.
Book a meeting room? Okay. What do you think? Everyone think the same? To book the meeting room?
Yes, teacher.
Yes,
Okay.
because she say visit them next week.
Ah, okay, very good. It's a little bit more important the next team meeting. Okay. So she said this next task is also important. And visit the customer in Germany, it's also important. But the visit will be next week. That's why we have to book the meeting room in number 2. And then what's number 3?
Mm,
What's number 3? Invite people or visit the customer?
inviting people.
Yes, invite people, of course, because as we mentioned, the last activity is visit the customer. If we order the activities, all of the activities are important, okay? The 4 activities are important. But if we organize the activities in a timeline, so we know that first is to send the email. And the last activity is visit the customer because we need to, or we are waiting for his answer or her answer, depending if it is a boy or a girl. So we need to wait for the customer's answer until he answers so we can plan when to go. Then the next activity is to invite people to the room, to the meeting, I'm sorry. But first, we have to reserve the meeting room or book the meeting. That's why this is the right order. Okay, guys, now that we practice different requests that we can make, it's time for speaking. What are we going to do, everybody? We have to make role plays and create a conversation according to different scenarios. Girls, since today we are only 4 people, I will not be practicing with you. You will create a conversation, the 3 of you together, okay? Rebecca, Yesenia, and Marilyn, you have to create a conversation. But first, you have to select one scenario. If you want to make your conversation like in a restaurant, if you want to make your conversation in the class, or if you want to make the conversation at work, okay? Remember that the main point of this activity is to practice request. Would, could, and can. Okay, right now, would you mind? No, do you mind? No. Try to work using would, could, and can. Look at the conversation that we practice, guys. Okay, in this conversation, all the requests we're using can. Now, in our conversation, we have to create requests, or we have to make requests using could, would, and can. We can use the three or any of those, okay? You had 5 minutes to prepare with a classmate, in this case, in a group of 3, and then you participate in the class, okay? Okay, girls?
Okay, teacher.
Okay, very good. In this moment, I will move you to one group. You will be 2.5 minutes, you alone to create the idea, to practice. And when we have 2.5 minutes, I will join your group to listen to your practice and to help you with any question that you have, okay? And then you will present on in the class, okay? Okay, right now, remember, you will be practicing 2.5 minutes. 2.5 minutos para que practiquen ustedes solas. Y luego, al terminar los 2.5 minutos, yo llego para ayudarles a aclarar alguna duda o para revisar cómo vamos. Okay? See you in 2.5 minutes. Hello, Yesenia.
Hi, teacher. I don't know why, but it's not connecting.
Okay, I will try to send you to the group. If you cannot move, well, we will see what to do.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, there you go.
Okay.
Because we are going to start with the unit 2, and then a student can ask, could you repeat the page? For example, sorry, teacher.
Hi, do you have any question or something I can help you with?
Mm,
Questions or no questions by now? No questions? Okay, so you can continue getting ready with the activity, and we are going to continue, or you will present the conversation in 2 minutes, okay? Right now you have 2 more minutes.
Rebecca, what is
Okay. Hello, Yesenia. Hello, Marilyn. Hello, Rebecca. How are you today? Ready?
So, no,
Not really. Okay. Try to show me your conversation and show us how to use the request. Remember to create request using would, could, and can. Okay? So
Okay.
you have right now, well, you can
okay?
start right now.
Okay. Good morning, student. Can you open the book to page 22? Because we are going to study with the unit 2 today.
Yes. Sorry, teacher. Can you repeat the page?
Yes, of course. Is 22.
Thank you. Eh,
and, and teacher, can I go to the bathroom, please?
Yes, you can, Yesenia.
sorry,
Thank you.
Yesenia. Before you go to the bathroom, could you lend me a pencil, please?
Okay, Okay, Rebecca.
Thank you.
Okay, nice conversation. It was short, but all of you use a request, or all of you make a request. So that was a nice practice. That's for you. Continue working on your request. As you can see, we can use requests in different scenarios, in different places. In the place we study, in the place we work, in restaurants we visit, or some other places. Just please try to use it in the correct form, following the structure. Okay? Before we go today, everybody, let me show you what is our homework for today. I don't know if you remember, guys, but yesterday we finished working on the activities of Unit 2. So today, everybody, what are we going to do? Today, everybody, we have to complete the exam of Units 1 and 2. Please, guys, take this exam. Remember that this exam is important for you to check what you have learned and to clarify or to clear up some doubts that we may have. So please, everybody, take the exam. Remember that we have to continue with the activities in the unit, well, in this case, Unit 1 and 2, to finish with the 50% of the platform on Friday. Remember that, well, at least, guys, this week, we are going to have classes from Monday to Friday. This week, everybody. So we already have Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday classes. We still have classes on Thursday and Friday. So please, guys, try to come to the class, participate, practice it, at home, and please continue working on the activities on the platform, okay? For today, the single activity that we have is the exam from Units 1 and 2, okay? Thank you for coming to this class, everyone. Nice to listen to your practice, nice to listen to your examples at the moment of participating. I hope to see you tomorrow in the class, and everybody have a good night, okay? Bye-bye.
Thank you, teacher. Good night.
Bye.
You're welcome. Nice to see you today.
Teacher,
Bye-bye.
night.